Yeah, that is a 5-minute entry again here. Marianne took in combination with the 1 hourly chart. So both lots out with a stop of about probably 15 pips, I guess. And now one lot is running and you turn this day trade into a swing trade, correct? Okay, 20 pip stop. That's good. Now if I switch back to the 1 hourly chart, the price is still creating higher highs and higher lows. You also have support there, and you have your previous 4 hourly 1, 2, 3. So you had a 4 hourly setup combined with a 1 hourly as a filter, and then an entry on the 5-minute. And now it's still moving up, and the last position now that's kind of retracing should be like about it was like 100 pips in profit, right? And it's like about like 65 pips in profit right now. Okay, let me check the resistance. Remember what we said about that resistance yesterday? We have horizontal resistance. It's the 32 area that already broke. So now that the price went up to 32.60, 50, 60, if we zoom in a little bit on the weekly chart, remember the next major resistance area would be the area close to 134, right? Like 33.80 usually. Now you also have the previous highs here right now at this level, at the highest point 132.40, 50, and you have the 200 EMA. So that is really now up to you. It's a win-win thing. You can leave it open and target the 134 area. That's what I usually do if the price is still creating higher highs and higher lows. I don't get scared, but even if the price wants to come down and you know that you have major resistance in this area already, price tried already to move over that to break resistance, right? So if it does this, it will go up probably very quickly and hit your 33 plus area, yeah, and then you can think about that again. As long as the price creates higher highs and higher lows, okay, so if the 36 breaks, you just get rid of the position, or as I said, if you don't feel comfortable about it, just take out half of your remaining position, and now that the price create a higher point, you can trail the stop to here. That's what I would do. And you still have a 50-60 pips profit trade with the remaining position, even if it goes against you. That's still 3 times the stop with the remaining lot, right? It's a great trade right now, whatever you do. So well done. Everybody here, some feedback for or support for Marianne, please, to hold the position. Okay, great. So yeah, you know what? Don't then let anybody tell you what to do with a position. Do it yourself. Just do what you think is best. Okay, this way you will kind of create your own style very quickly. Not the way that you just say, okay, I feel good about it, let's close it. I mean, like, try to stay in as long as possible, and if it doesn't make sense anymore and then you feel uncomfortable, then of course you close the position. Just do it, and then make sure you put it into your trading journal, then you know what happened. So who else did trade that? Terence said Renko long M6 15 minutes ago. Okay, well done. And Stuart says as well, your US dollar 61. Okay, I cannot, I don't have the Renko bar charts right now here, but you know what, it doesn't matter. You just manage your trade and make sure you send over some charts if you want to later on, and showing how you manage the positions, okay? So well done, great. Any other positions open right now? Actually, I like these two plans because this is a very complex one, a big one, and the other one is really small. So it's a good thing. We can compare both and see the weak spots and the really good ones. Okay, now I will start reading this and I will also comment. And as I said, we have other videos already in the modules, but I will record this one as well because it's important, right? Now it's called Spartan Swing Trading Plan, and this is from Faye, and he has a mission. I don't know, Faye Benjamin, is it a boy or a girl? Sorry for that. I sometimes get confused with the names. Does anybody know? So here's a statement here that says to make as much money as possible with the least risk possible. Now, it's a good thought, really. It's not really as a mission statement. That is not a mission. Yeah, to make as much money as possible. Yeah, it's okay, but does that sound really like a mission? Yeah, do you think that's a mission statement really? I'm just trying to help you with that. I'm not trying to be bad here or something. It's just to help. What could be a mission statement be when you start a trading plan? For instance, a mission would be, you can split it into a long-term and short-term. First of all, yeah, if you create your trading plan and it's your first plan, you don't know if that plan will be perfect or not, or if it will give you the results you expect or not. But you know the rules, you know the system, you know the times you have to trade and the days you have. At least for the next month, you should try to figure it out. So you use this information and create a basic plan. You can change it, you can add, you can remove. Okay, so just writing something down is a really good thing, and that's a really good example here. But when you start, you need a mission. A short-term mission, for instance, could be like very simple, like with this plan for the next month, I try to stop losing money. That is a very, very let's say conservative mission statement for short term, right? So that means that your first goal would be going from losing, if you're not making any money already, to not losing. Yeah, do you understand what I mean? So it would be, yes, you add, of course, everything you know, all the rules, all the trading rules. You try to create your basic plan, and the first thing you want to do is stop losing. That would be maybe a very short-term statement. Yeah, that means focusing really on the rules, not doing too many funny things, and therefore not losing money. Yeah, that would be a good step. Do you agree with that? Yeah, it's not a long-term mission. Yeah, not losing money is not enough, but it's good to start. Okay, then you could have a longer-term statement that would say, okay, I try to grow my account, and it doesn't matter how much, just as long as I see a little bit of profits every week, every month, at least. That is also a very good goal to have to start with a plan. Okay, this is just an example. And then a longer term target or mission would be to grow the account, but also have monthly goals in percentage, as long as the markets are helping. Yeah, there are months or weeks where the markets just don't do what you expect, and you have to be more patient. And there will be months where everything just goes like it just moves and it's crazy and everything is great. Yeah. And because you know that not every month is going to be the same, you could have a statement that says for longer term, I want to grow my account by 5 or 10% because I'm swing trading. It's just an example. Every month for the next 6 months or for the next 12 months, depending really on how confident you are, how good you are already, how much time do you have, what your plan says in terms of trading times and hours and pairs and everything. Yeah. So knowing all that will give you that mission statement. So you could have the statement instead of at the beginning, maybe at the end of your plan, because when you write down all the analysis, the style they're going to trade, and you read through it a couple of times, then you will figure out and say, okay, this all together could make me doing I don't know, 10% every month for the next 5-6 months at least. Okay, then it's easier to create a statement. Now if you're getting good and later on you have a lot of confidence in your goals, and you also hit your goals, then you can have a more bold statement. Yeah, like, okay, I have a $50,000 or $10,000 account and I want to grow it to 100,000 in the next 1 year, 2 years, depending on the plan. Okay, then you can kind of start with playing with numbers and money, because you already know that you're good, and you already know that if you stick to the rules, you will make profits. Then you can start, you know, tweaking it around, and even if you have a little bit bold statement or goal, even if you don't get it 100%, but having it in your mind, it will get you there very, very quick, and you get close to it. Yeah, sometimes you will probably even be better than your goal is. Yeah. So that is what I would do with a goal or mission statement. Do you agree with that? Or do you have any other ideas? Yeah, a general statement like, okay, I just want to become a successful trader, long-term successful trader, I don't know, manage other people's money and things like that. That is great. You can put that in, but I wouldn't start with it immediately. Yeah, I would start with goals that you can actually really achieve easily, and then you go from there. Yeah, don't just create a plan because you started last week with a system or with trading, and you say, okay, I want to make $1 million by end of the month, starting with a $5,000 account. That's not a good statement. Yeah, I'm not saying it's impossible. I never say that because it doesn't exist, but it would be really, really, really aggressive, and you probably are a very, very talented trader to do something like that quickly. And because we are not all don't have the same mindset, and we have to do mistakes and we have to learn from mistakes, so it takes usually a little bit longer than that. Okay, than like a couple of months to do that, or with this kind of amounts. So let's if we're okay with that, so with the first statement or with the first goals, you could say like first goals or short-term and long-term goals. If you have that, you start adding all the details to the plan, like trading style and time frames. Okay, here says swing trading setups using 1 to 3 or ABC patterns at key levels of support or resistance on daily and 4-hourly charts. So swing trading, yeah, this system trades the impulse moves on the daily, what is that, and 4-hourly trends by trading the lower time frame trend that follows a daily and 4-hourly system signal. Okay, that is, everybody can write that. You can write in your own words as long as you understand what you're writing. Okay, then the times and days and chart setups. high Kinashi candles with all the EMAs, no other indicators. So sometimes adding something as a reminder, you can also maybe put some color in if you like to, just to make sure you remember these things. It's really great, yeah, if you could do that. Then the top-down approach, the top-down analysis. Again, the steps start with a weekly chart, trend lines, 3 touches, reminder, right? It's a good thing. And then trend trade setup style 1. He has a long example explaining all the steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And from there, reversal setup type 2, a short example explaining exactly how to do that with the red candles, the resistance, the 4-hourly 36 or trend line breaks, yeah, the 1, 2, 3 setups, all there. And if I have the okay from Faye later on, I will create a PDF file and upload that also to the members area, so you can download it, but I just need to make sure I can do that. As I also record that right now, so if that is okay with Faye and James, I will upload that today or tomorrow anyway. Now, reversal setup type 2, and short example again explaining what exactly means. And then an extra point here for the entry, enter immediately after the close of the 1 hour 2 to 3 line break candle, a good reminder. And then on 5-minute chart, what to do with the 1 pip, this 1 pip rule, right, for intraday trading, stop placement, the 1 hourly entry, 5-minute entry, and also things like, again, a reminder here that says confirm there's enough room for the first and second profit takes before the 4-hourly support and resistance. Yeah, it's a good one, very important. And then position sizing, split the position into 3 parts, valid signal, and then here risk, of course, 2% and less if it's aggressive, 0.5% up to 1%. Trade targets and trade management, yeah, ×2, ×1, all the rules again in a nutshell. Now, if you are really good at that and you practice a lot, you probably know that you don't have to write it down. But if you are new and you are not 100% sure, all these details are really helpful on the trading plan, because what you should do with your trading plan is to read it at least 2 or 3 times a day. So it reminds you exactly what to do and what not. Yeah, remember, it's kind of, you are your own boss and you have to follow your own plan. So that is most important. Yeah, if you are in a company, as we said last time, working as an employee, you will get the steps. Everybody will tell you if you are new what to do until you're getting good to it at it, right? So you follow that too, otherwise you get fired, remember that. So it's exactly the same thing. It's your personal business, your trading business, it's your personal trading plan. You created it, now you have also to follow it. Okay, now an extra point here, look at that. Once the trade is on, walk away, there's nothing to do, go and do something else. That is very, very wise. Very, very important. Yeah, you know what you have to do. You did it. You put in your position. You feel comfortable with the trade. You walk away and do something else afterwards. And now some extra trade management rules. You see, you can put in your own rules or reminders. Not walk away from the basic rules. If there's something you have to remind yourself, you just put it under extra rules or reminders or whatever. Yeah. Then you have the pairs to trade. Look at that. These are the pairs. Exactly what to do. And it says also if I have trades involving the euro, I cannot take anymore, maybe because they are moving one direction, or what it means is maybe the exposure is too big. Yeah, don't forget that you don't expose your account to more than 3, 4, 5%. Yeah, so when you have open positions and they're going all against you, you don't lose more than 5%, which is already a lot. I wouldn't start with more than 2, as I said, to grow the account steady and then go from there. So we have the daily routine: read my trading plan, review open trades, reset stuff, or yeah, if you need to also trail stops and everything, review daily and 4-hourly charts, set up on the spot and layout. Look at these charts only for the day, check news for the day. Look at that, check the 2 trades per currency rule, monitor charts for possible entries, and take any valid entries to ensure the stop loss is in place. So checking everything, yeah, technical stuff also very important. Again, extra rules, reminder, 2 to 3 line break things here. The time frames don't agree, for instance, trade only between support and resistance on lower time frames. Very important. Remember, if the buffer is not big enough, you should only go to lower time frames if it covers the trading, if it's in your trading plan. If not, you don't do anything. Now here it says never take profit manually because you think price will pull back. So if that's a problem you have, that you get nervous, then okay, you have to put it in. You will see the results will show if what you write in your plan is good or not. And if you see there are some things you have to change after 2 or 3 months, not immediately, yeah, you leave it 2 or 3 months and then you start changing things, then you do it. If you don't need to change anything because everything works out great, then you just leave it, of course. Now the trading goals, look at that. I stop taking trades that do not meet the rules. I will stop losing and start winning. That's kind of what I said at the beginning, right? So he has the goals right here, and so probably with a mission statement he meant something else, which is okay. You know, you see here are the goals. That is okay. Once I achieve this, I will make 200 to 300 per month, risking no more than 2%. That means probably is a smaller account, and that's still okay. It's good to start with. Reset goals and targets. When I make profits, withdraw 10% and spend on fun stuff. That's great. Yeah, you have to reward yourself. When you start making profits, you don't leave them all in. It won't make you feel good. Yeah, you get a reward for being good and following the own plan. You need to get paid for your work. You have to take something out, and 10% is really a minimum. You could even take out more. I always take more, but okay, it's up to you. Now he has also a good chart, probably a setup he likes a lot and he's focusing on. So if you have something in your mind that you want to you want to see, like when you trade, take a screenshot of something you like, and that every time something like that appears, you trade it for sure. Very, very good, this example. Okay, as I said, the second plan is a little bit different. Let me show you. It's really small. It's a few words, a few sentences, but here also the thing is that this trader is very new, not a lot of experience, and just still watching the basic modules. So You cannot have the same plan if you're still learning the basics, okay? And that is okay. That's why I want to share this as well for the new traders. Look, it says it's more an email than a plan, but it's all in there, at least the basic. Yeah, look, it says my plan is building a very large account. I think that's everybody's plan. The first thought, very good. So to the point, I plan to use compound and account growth to accomplish this, okay? My initial account will be $5,000, and that's a good number. I wouldn't start with a account much lower than this. Now, only if you don't have more money to spend than 5,000. If you say, okay, I don't even have that much, okay, then you just have to start with whatever you have. But 5,000 would be a minimum. I would really recommend you start with 10 or 11, better. If you have a round number like 5,000, you start a new account. If you have a losing trade, you start with it, or you have a swing trade that does not work, it's not going your way. If you see the 5,000 changing to 4,980 or something, because it's under 5 now, it does not look good. It's a psychological thing, yeah, if you start with a new account. So better having 5,500, for instance, okay, or 6,000, and then it wouldn't bother you that much if you have a losing trade in between, and it will go a little bit against you sometimes. Yeah, it could also go your way, and then everything is great. It's just a tip. I would always recommend to open an account with a little bit more bigger than a round number. So if you have a $5,000 account, make it 5,300, okay, or something like that. Okay, I will use micro lots, of course, with this amount first to calculate my lot size to stay within 2% of my account. 9,975. Yeah, that's that's right. You better make it like 10,300 or something. Okay, what did I say? My trading plan is to do as you have taught us. Okay, use the top-down approach to determine market price direction and trend, if any. Continue moving to shorter time frame to seek opportunities for setups. I intend to trade the shortest time frame that limits my stop to less than 50 pips, probably intraday trading. When possible, I will let the last third of my position run into a swing trade to maximize profit. So remember, everybody comes from intraday and scalping. Usually that kind of history most traders have, because that's what the forex market is selling. So you trade a lot and they make a lot of spread and return and everything, but it's really best, my advice is always the other way around. Start with higher time frames, like the 4 hourly, 1 hour and daily charts, grow the account, and then go to lower time frames. So if you're new, then I would do that, and the other way around. Now, if you want the action and you say, no, I cannot wait, it's taking too long, I need that, then okay, you start with that kind of plan, very simple, to the point, and try it out. And if you see you grow your account, there's nothing you have to add or to change. Yeah, if you remember all the rules, you do everything, then it's great. If you see that you do mistakes, you're probably not following all the rules 100% because you're not sure if the rules are correct. You have to create a bigger or more complex trading plan, right? More entry rules, just as a reminder, as Faye had it before. So, but it's at least it's a plan, a little plan, so a trader can start with something. Okay, a plan. I plan to trade the New York Open in 2 hours a day, 5 days a week. Okay, that is a plan. If the market is active and I can be available from midnight until 2 a.m., I will also trade a London Open for 2 hours. So that is something you have to figure out. Yeah, you don't want to have it like floating in the air. you want to make sure you can do that steady. Yeah, if not, just see how it goes. Yeah, if you have something like that where say, yeah, I maybe trade also at London, but I'm not sure, you have to try it out, but you have to track it, make sure the results are good. Now I'm currently starting module 4. You can see I plan to be complete with the modules within 2 weeks. So in 2 weeks, after looking at everything and also trading a little bit more, or training a little bit more, maybe this plan will also change a little bit. But you see, we have at least the days, the hours. What I'm missing here is a little bit the pairs, like what exactly are you going to trade, what pairs, okay, and what goals, smaller term goals you have, like, yeah, what is your mission statement, what do you want to achieve here. So they're missing things here, but as I said, this is a very new trader, new to what we do. So to start with for right now, after only watching module 4, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Do you agree with that? Yeah, you can have it as simple as that if you add a little bit more detail, and also of course the pairs you want to trade. Does everybody agree? Okay, that's it. Great. Now let's start with the journals. Sorry, I'm on my other PC, and all the journals are saved. The new journals I have are saved on different PCs. So we are going to cover new journals from other traders also in the next session. Okay, but what I found here is Mark's journal, and it's an updated one. That is an older version here. That's up to June. The new is Mark here right now. The new one should cover also July, or most of July. So I will do that later on. Okay, don't worry about it, it's okay. But Mark's journal is a very good example. I think I also already uploaded Mark's first journal, an older version, in the modules, right? So the good thing with Mark's journal is that he has not only the charts in there and the positions, but also commenting below. Now what he does is every time he trades, he takes a screenshot of the positions, the closed positions, sometimes the open positions, and usually he puts some comments below the trade. Okay, what it did, why it did it, if it was a late or if it was an aggressive trade. Look at that, exit on bounce. Here's an exit chart, so how he managed the trade, and the thoughts. Look here, it says, my concern was that the price has moved 1,000 pips from the top, and I'm expecting at some time that the price will turn around back into the main trend, which is up. So the thoughts, everything he is thinking about during the trade, or before the trade, or after the trade, he puts it into the journal. And that's why a journal is so important. Yeah, why do you think we need a journal? Do you have any idea? I mean, the trading plan is giving you the directions, giving you the steps, what to do, when to do it. Okay, but what does the journal do? What is the most important thing of a journal? What do you think? What do you think? So to learn from mistakes, Jason says, to learn from and practice, yeah. Analysis, okay. Good record of what you did, exactly. Record of your progress, great, yeah. That's actually all. Yeah, you're all right. That's it. And if you don't have a journal, if you don't have a trading journal, we usually think that, okay, I remember, I know the system, so I trade. I don't need to take screenshots. I don't need to write stuff below. I know what I'm doing. Okay, that's usually what we think. And then we start trading. Maybe it works well, and then you don't need a journal. Some people just don't need that, but most really do. As with a trading plan, it's the same with a journal. And what happens is you start doing mistakes, and then if you don't take screenshots, if you don't write things down like Mark did here, for instance, what happens, you will forget about these mistakes, and you will do the same mistake again, probably even the next trade already. Yeah, maybe the chart looks a little bit different, but the mistake you're doing in terms of maybe not exactly the setup, but maybe about the management, maybe the time you entered, maybe you didn't do the top-down approach correctly. There must be something you're doing wrong, okay, once. And if you do that once and you're not sure exactly what you did because you haven't created your trading journal, you will do it again and again and again and again, and you will never really understand what's going on. Yeah, probably you won't even figure out that this is the same mistake. It sounds stupid, but it really is like this. Yeah, and the day you start creating a journal, that means every trade you do, even if it's a trade you didn't really want to do, like let's say you log in, you see it looks like a 1, 2, 3, or it's a good 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, 5-minute chart. Let's go in. Let's take the trade. Okay, you take the trade, and even if the trade makes profits, that's even worse. Why? Because if it makes profits and you don't create a journal, then you won't know what exactly was the good part of the trade. Yeah, or if the trade makes profits but you didn't do the top-down approach, and next time it doesn't make profits, the same approach, like you just use the 5-minute chart without an approach, what happens? You get confused. You're kind of, okay, what did I do last time? I took the 5-minute entry, I made some profits, but this time I also took a 5-minute entry. It looked the same, but immediately went against me. So what was the difference last time? You cannot remember because you don't have a chart in place. Yeah, but if you had your trading journal, you would just go and check what you exactly did. And for instance, if you took the 5-minute entry but without a top-down approach, could be that you entered the trade on major resistance, for instance, at the worst place possible on higher time frames. Like, yes, the 5-minute was good, but actually the price was sitting on resistance or support or something like that. It went against you. If you have the trading journal, you take a screenshot, you write everything below, and you remember, okay, I forgot the top-down approach. The next time you do it, you forget again, for instance, or you just jumped in without bothering even. If you do that 5-6 times and you go back to your journal and you see that, look at that, I did that 5 times and it only worked like 2 times, and the other 3 times it hit my stop, and all in all I didn't make profit. So what was the problem? The problem was I didn't do the top-down approach, for instance, or I took the trade on the worst place possible. Yeah, if you do that 5 times and you look at it and you can see it, then you will remember and you will not do it again the next time. But if you ignore a trading journal and you just try to practice a little bit here and there, you will figure out after a month, probably not, you won't have the results you're looking for, or even if you do, you won't remember how exactly you did it. What was the good, or what was the powerful part? You know, what is your strength? What was the good thing you did? Okay, I made some good profits. I don't know, took 2 trades and suddenly made 500 pips, but how? Did I do a top-down approach? Did I use like the 4-hourly 5-minute? Or was it just luck? Yeah, if you don't have the journal, you will forget. I guarantee it. Yeah, you forget. And then probably the next month it won't look that great anymore because you start doing more mistakes. Yeah, you feel good about what you did before. Now you start doing more mistakes because you didn't really remember what you did. So the next month is not that great suddenly. And what happened? Suddenly 2, 3, 4 months have passed. You don't have the results you're looking for, and you don't even know why. So it's nice to practice, but it's also a waste of time if you don't remember. Correct? Do you understand what I mean? Or was it too confusing? Okay. You see, very, very important that you don't ignore that. Yeah, people think, oh man, that's a lot of work. So, it's I don't know. Look, you are spending probably hours in front of the PC, most of you, or in past at least, looking for trades, trying to make some pips, being very happy every time you made 5, 10, 20 pips, and then start whining when you lost and things like that, getting nervous and everything. So you spend already a lot of time doing things that you are not very happy about. Okay, now you can change it immediately by just spending really like 5 minutes extra. It doesn't. How long does it take to take a screenshot? It's a few seconds. Okay, you take the screenshot, you put it into Word file, and what you think right now, you just write it below. You don't have to write like 1, 2, 3, 2 to 3 line break, entry. You know that. You know, you have it in your plan. You know what you're looking for. But when you take the trade, you just write, okay, I took it in this time frame because of that and that. I felt good. I felt bad. You know, support to close or whatever. Whatever you have in your mind, in a nutshell, you just write it below the chart. And then you have a very, very powerful trading journal. And that takes 5 minutes maximum every day. And I have traders that have trading journals for a year or 2 or 3. And because they're just used to it, they continue doing it. And I think they probably don't need it anymore. It's just part of people are just used to it. Yeah, and they just do it. It's part of their trading. Yeah. So also, what you can do is, yeah, look, Vida said it here. What I'm doing right now, when I explain things, you can do it yourself. You can record your trade, like spend 10 seconds or 15 seconds to record the chart, say what you think, and have it in an audio file or video file. And then you can store it at your hard drive and you have it there. That's a second way to do it. Yeah. Yeah, very, very powerful. And if you see, if I scroll down, he has here the results. For instance, look at this trade. We have a profitable trade, like, what was it, like 15 pips and 30 pips. But suddenly, the last lot has a bigger loss than target 1 and 2. How can that be? Okay, like, how can I have a target of 15 and 30 and then lose 70? That means the stop was not at the correct place. Yeah, but by looking at it and then remembering what happened, what you did, that's just, you avoid doing it the next time. Yeah, usually what you should see, if your target 1 and target 2 gets hit, what happens to target 3? Worst scenario, it hits your stop, and that would be 15, right? Because that is target 1, correct? Do you all agree? And then you're left with your 30. But having it here, something went wrong. And that could be just an accident by putting the stop at the right number. That happens sometimes, okay? Or maybe there is no stop in, or you forget to put the stop and you close it manually. Or you ignored the stop thinking that, okay, it will go my way, so I'll put a stop in later on. You see the results, you don't like it much, next time you don't do it again. Okay? Really, a really good journal. And look at that, it's really big. It's I can scroll down here and we have a lot of charts and trade numbers, NFP trades, whatever, and all the results. So if I scroll down, look, it's really big. It's, I think that's only June. Yeah, June 2013. Like combining intraday, scalping, swing trading, everything. Here's a gold trade, for instance. It's a good example. Look, also some comments on the chart. Yeah, you see the chart, some comments, and then the entries, what I did with the position, in open positions, whatever. Yeah, it's all there. The trade's still running, and that's just the way you have to do it. That's all. It's really not, and it's fun also. Yeah, if you do it correctly and you filter out all the mistakes you do and you just keep what works for you, you will love doing the journal. Yeah, even if things don't work that great at the beginning, you see the mistakes and you are happy that the next time you won't do it again. So you will be happy about that as well. It's again like you work in a company and end of the month everybody is checking, you know, what you did the last month, if the what you saw was good, if the company is doing well. It's the same thing. It's a journal, but this is really simple. Yeah, that's why you need a journal, and that's why you want to start with a journal right now if you don't have one.